Do you find it hard to handle sudden problems or changes that happen in your life? Do you find it hard to handle high-pressure situations at work? Do you dwell on past decisions you made and think, if only I had done so and so? Are you trying to control every minute detail? In this video, I'm going to show you how to handle any situation like a boss, how to make the correct decision in a high-pressure situation, how to stop overthinking, worrying and stressing about things you can't control, how to let go and stop trying to control everything, and how to stop dwelling in the past. I've been using this concept for the last 3 years. 3 years ago in my business, it seemed like things were going wrong every day. Every day was a new high-pressured situation where I needed to make a decision. I couldn't move forward and I was getting angry. I was blaming people for things that were happening. I was freaking out and I felt like I was about to have a heart attack. I couldn't handle all the pressure and I didn't know what action to take. Until one day, a very wise multimillionaire business advisor said to me, "Control what you can, forget about what you can't." I said, "What do you mean?" And he said, "Control what you can, forget about what you can't." He kept repeating it over and over, and he said, "Write it down, put it on your wall, put it in your wallet, get a tattoo, I don't care. You just need to keep seeing it everywhere all day long. And then, when something unforeseen comes along, you will read, control what you can, forget about what you can't." This concept helps to stop the mind running away with itself and getting lost in thoughts and emotions. It helps you to focus and make the best decision you can for your current situation. I'll give you some examples so you can understand and see how this works. So my main business for the last 8 years has been in e-commerce, and I sell physical products online. And 3 years ago we had a product where it was our top selling product. We just placed a $50,000 reorder for it. When we started selling it, we started getting some higher than normal returns from customers. And so we checked 100 of the units and we discovered that all of them were faulty. Now at this stage, you would start panicking and you'd go, and this is our top selling product, we've no longer got profit coming in and we've just burnt $50,000 on an order of faulty products. So this is where you use the control what you can, forget about what you can't. So what can we control in this situation? So rather than worrying about all the things that we can't control, such as we've lost all our money, we can't control that, so we forget about that and we focus on the solution. What can we control? So the first thing we do is we contact the manufacturer, but we don't phone them out of panic and fear. We have a reasonable conversation with them without screaming and shouting in anger and looking for someone to blame because we're in fear of all these things that are out of our control. So we had to look at it and go, what steps can we take? What can we do that is in our control? So the first step was to test 100 units. Are they all actually faulty? They were. So the next step was to contact the manufacturer, let them know. The third step was to recall all of the products. So we shut down all of the sales and we then contacted all of the customers that had bought those faulty units and we sent them a full refund. We then had some dialogue with the manufacturer to find a compromise between the two of us of how we can find a solution for $50,000 worth of products that were faulty. We did manage to find a solution, but it was dragged out over the whole period of a year. And we did lose a lot of sales and a lot of profit from it. But we did find a solution where we didn't lose everything. And the only reason we managed to find a good solution with the manufacturer was because we kept our eye on the things that we can control. We didn't go into anger, fear about everything that we were losing, so we were able to negotiate a good deal with the manufacturer while maintaining the good relationship that we already had. This was the most important thing that we needed to do, was maintain that good relationship. So this was a bad situation to be in, and it was all about damage limitation. What can we do? What are the solutions? Without looking at all the things that we can't control. So that was a business example. Here's an everyday example where just random things can happen. We were all driving along as a family in the car, driving along the motorway about an hour into the journey, and all of a sudden the engine cut out, brakes went, everything went off, and we just had to pull over onto the side of the motorway and stop. And I knew before we set off on this journey that I really did need to get the car checked over by a mechanic because it had been playing up. But I kind of ran out of time and I thought it'll be okay. and of course we broke down on the motorway. So again, this is a situation where control what you can, forget about what you can't. So instead of focusing on blaming myself and getting angry about the situation and we're all going on holiday and all these kind of things, the focus was control what you can. So phone up the breakdown recovery. We're on the side of the motorway, it's over 100 Fahrenheit, it's really hot. We've got 2 kids with us, and when we phone them up, they say, we can collect the car, we cannot collect any of you. You have to find your own way off the motorway. So again, rather than getting angry and blaming the operator, it's not her fault, it's all the new rules that are in. We've got to control what you can, forget about what you can't. So okay, we'll forget about that situation. What's the solution? So we've got 2 small kids with us and we could be waiting for more than an hour for the mechanic to come, and it's over 100 Fahrenheit. So luckily we managed to send some messages out to all our friends, and someone happened to be driving by. They managed to pick up the 2 kids. So now our next task was, how do we get home? Where do we go? Luckily we managed to find a taxi company that would collect us. So we got the taxi then to drop us off at a car rental place. Then we could hire a car, collect all our things and go back on holiday. So you can see how you have to follow the process through, where instead of focusing on all the things that you can't control, you just keep focused on the things that you can control and you quickly find a solution. Another example is again at home, everyday life. It was our daughter's birthday and we'd hired a really large bouncy castle and inflatable slide. It was the middle of summer, should be sunny all the time, and of course on that morning it was absolutely hammering it down with rain. It's going to be raining all day long. So control what you can, forget about what you can't. Can't control the weather. What do? We still want to go ahead with the birthday. Do we do it inside? Do we do it outside? We've got all these slides and inflatables now, what do? So the solution we came up with was, I quickly went and bought some tarpaulin, I made some shelter for the adults, and then all the kids, we just said, bring some waterproofs and towels. All the kids can just play in the rain on the slides, and it actually made it so much fun for the kids. They were sliding down at like 100 miles an hour, just flying off the slides. They loved every minute of it. Adults stayed happy, we were all under cover, everyone was having a nice drink and a chat and everything, and we all had a really good time. So rather than cancelling it and worrying about all the weather and the things that we can't control, we looked at what we could control and we found the solution. So this was just 3 really simple examples, and this concept can be used throughout your day in any situation. It helps you to take a step back and calm all the emotions, the fear, the anger, the stress, the anxiety, so then you can quickly adapt to the situation and find a solution. And if you find a solution in this mindset where you are calm, you will be finding the best solution to your problem. Whereas if you are full of emotions and fear and anger, you will be making the worst decision. All the business decisions where I've made the wrong decision have been when I've been full of emotion, fear and anger. Control what you can, forget about what you can't, helps you to keep making the best informed decisions you can. And it helps you to let go of all those things that you can't control in your life. So remember to keep a note with you in your wallet or purse. Place it on a wall, on your desk, so when something happens you can remember, control what you can, forget about what you can't. Please like and share the video, and I would love to hear in the comments below how you have used this concept to help you through one of your own personal situations. If you would like to watch more videos about how to improve and transform your life, please click on the subscribe button and hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon.